It is Monday, so that means we get to check in with our local CPA, Robin LeBlanc. Now, tax season is upon us. Robin, I know there's a deadline coming up January 17th. What is it, and what do people at home need to know?
So January 17th is the deadline to make your fourth quarter estimated tax payments for federal and state. And I know I've talked before a lot about these estimated tax payments, but the question is, what really is it and why is it important? So the IRS actually expects you to prepay taxes based on what you're going to owe this year, as well as what you actually owed last year. And if you underpay, you actually get hit with a small penalty. So if you're going to owe at least $1,000 at the time that you file, and you need to pay at least 100% of what you owed on the prior year tax return, or 90% of what you're going to owe on this year's tax return. And it seems kind of impossible to predict what you're going to owe without actually having prepared it. So part of it is looking at last year's return. Did I already owe taxes? Did I owe more than $1,000? And did I have any changes, such as now you're collecting on Social Security, or you have extra unemployment, or something like you're losing a dependent because your child now has a full-time job and is no longer able to qualify, and you did not change your withholding. So if your income has increased or your withholding has decreased, or you're getting sorts of income that's non-taxable, these are the things that you need to consider when calculating an estimated payment. Now, the IRS has all these forms available and calculations and worksheets available, or of course, contact your CPA. And even if you're making this fourth quarter tax payment, if this is the only payment you make, you can actually still be hit with a penalty, because the IRS expects these payments in the 4 payments of April 15th, June 15th, September 15th, and January 15th, or in this year case this year, because of Martin Luther King holiday, it's actually due on the 17th.
Okay.
So it's about being aware that these things exist, knowing your tax situation and how it's changing, and be very proactive about updating your withholding and making those estimated payments if you think this is going to impact you, to reduce any penalties and interest.
Well, Robin, you always explain things so eloquently. Thank you so much for sharing this with our viewers. If people at home have a question, though, how can they contact you?
Give us a call at 330-4000, or shoot us an email at info@rtlgrp.com.
All right, Robin, thank you so much. We'll see you next Monday.
Thank you.